The SEC in 2025 is absolutely stacked. With Texas and Oklahoma now in the mix, it's the deepest conference we've ever seen. But who's going to shine? Who's going to disappoint? And where's the best value on the betting board for the SEC championship? Let's break it all down. Let's start with the favorites. Texas is the current betting favorite at plus 270. The Longhorns are coming off a strong 2024 season and return Quinn Ewers with a dominant offensive line. Their defense improved late last year, and Steve Sarkisian's team actually has the easiest schedule of the top three. Georgia sits right behind them at plus 290. Kirby Smart's Bulldogs are never rebuilding. They're reloading. Five-star depth everywhere, a scary defensive front, and a manageable schedule. The only question mark? Who steps up at quarterback? And then there's Alabama at plus 490. After a disappointing 9-4 season, Kalen DeBoer is in year 2, and this team is loaded in the trenches. Caden Proctor leads the best offensive line in the SEC, and the defense should be dominant. Alabama has the toughest path with road trips to Georgia and LSU, but at plus 490, this is the best value among the big three. Next tier down, we've got LSU at plus 700. Brian Kelly's team has explosive weapons on offense and plays tough at home in Death Valley. If they can clean up their defense, they have a legit shot to upset the top dogs. Then there's Texas A&M at plus 1600. The Aggies are the classic wild card. If their new offensive coordinator clicks and the defense takes a step, they could steal the West. Among mid-tier teams, they're the best long shot with upside. Now let's talk about the sleepers and spoilers. Florida, also at plus 1600, could surprise if Billy Napier can get consistency from QB Graham Mertz. Ole Miss at plus 2000 will always score under Lane Kiffin, but their defense just isn't championship caliber. They're more likely to spoil someone's season than win it themselves. Auburn at plus 2200 is improving under Hugh Freeze, but they're still probably a year away from contending. And what about Oklahoma? At plus 2300, the Sooners are talented, but their first full SEC grind is going to expose depth issues on both lines. It's a tough transition year. As for likely disappointments, Tennessee at plus 3100 lost too much veteran talent to stay competitive at the top. Missouri at plus 8,000 massively overachieved last year and could regress. And teams like Arkansas, Kentucky, Mississippi State, and Vanderbilt at plus 30,000, they're just not in the conversation for 2025. So what's the betting strategy for the SEC in 2025? If you want a safe favorite, Georgia at plus 290 has the schedule and depth to get it done. For better value, Alabama at plus 490 is my top play. They're primed for a year 2 bounce back under Kalen DeBoer. And if you're looking for a mid-tier long shot, LSU at plus 700 or Texas A&M at plus 1600 are worth a sprinkle. This conference is going to be absolute chaos, but the cream usually rises to the top. So, who do you think is winning the SEC in 2025? Texas, Georgia, or will Alabama rise again? Drop your predictions in the comments. And for more college football betting insights, make sure to like, subscribe, and visit XBettor.com for daily picks.